Hey, yo, as much as I do think that AGN has some good points on his YouTube channel in regards to some gaming topics, but there's times like this where I be saying to myself, what the hell is this man even talking about, bro? You was out here getting excited for the PlayStation 6 because it has FSR 4 and it's going to be a more efficient generation. But yet, with the PS5, did you get current gen games at 8K at 120 frames? Oh! The vast majority of your games is at dynamic resolution. Dying Like Beast is at like 600p. And yet you people want to get excited for the new hardware? Let's just be honest, man. At the end of the day, it's going to be another cross-generation. No different than how the PS4 was to the PS5, where you're getting PS5 games optimized for the PlayStation 6. And yet you people think that they're going to take full advantage of the hardware to get people to pick it up. No. Because at the end of the day, they know that people are going to still be subscribed to play those same online games online. This is why I try to tell you it's never been about the hardware. And the funny thing is, this is why people call you a fanboy, AGN. Now, mind you, I do think you was a good dude. He pops up on my channel quite a few times. So this is no knock towards you, dude. But there's times like this where I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? I mean, the Switch 2 don't even have a game at 4K and 120 frames. Mario Kart World should be at 1080p at 120 frames. How dare Nintendo have the audacity to make a screen with 120 frames, but yet Mario Kart World can't run on it, but yet they promised to do that with Metroid Prime 4, which yet again is a last generation title on the Switch 1. Being optimized for the Switch 2, you Nintendo Switch 2 owners are getting played, you PlayStation owners are getting played, and even you owners on Xbox. Stop believing these lies from these companies, man. All you doing is picking up optimized platforms to the stuff that you've already had already. You people know what I'm saying is the truth. You tell me what current gen game is running at 4K 60 natively. All your games are at dynamic 600p, even when it comes to a remake from a game from 20 years ago on the PS2 and y'all still hitting 720p resolution. You would be a fool if you picked up a 4K or an 8K TV to play remotely any of these consoles, because you know why? Your games are not hitting these resolutions. And y'all like, damn, games, that's facts. And then they want to sit there and push some new hardware where it's going to probably play the same games, but just play them a little bit better. Ain't nobody believe these lies, AGN. And how about you start talking about that Nintendo Switch 2? How about you start talking about the fact that Yuki Replay is running at 30 FPS on the Switch 2? Oh, but it's because they can't give it the free enhancements. It's third party, you know. What do you mean? What are you talking about? I got a free enhancement on this? People getting free enhancements from the PS4 to the PS5 version. So nobody want to hear these arguments. As far as I'm concerned, Nintendo's doing this on purpose so they can incentivize people picking up the Switch 2 game key card option. We are tired of these lies, man. Every single one of these Nintendo fanboys want to act like, oh, it's because we don't get free enhancements, but yet they're getting free enhancements on the dead Xbox Series X? Explain to me how that makes sense, AGN. Why is Yuki Replay running at 30 FPS on the more powerful Switch 2? Oh, it's because of the developers. They didn't want to work on it. I mean, you was telling people it was a next generation handheld. Look at Street Fighter 6 with its textures. Look at Ryu's feet. It got sweat. It got sweat on it. That's what you was telling. Oh, it's up there with the series. That's what you was saying, AGN. And you know that because if you go back and watch those videos, that's exactly what you said, bro. I mean, you got Sonic Crossworlds for the Switch 2 being delayed, but instead there's a Switch 1 alternative when all you have to do, or all Nintendo has to do, is have the Switch 1 version, put it on the Switch 1 cartridge, due to the fact that they can't put 820 gigabytes capacity on a 64 gigabyte cartridge. Fair enough. Put it on a Switch 1. Put it on the Switch 2, get the online update, because, I mean, that's exactly what you're doing with a game key card in the first place, and get the free upgrade. No different than how it is on PS4 going to PS5 and Xbox One going to the Series X. You Nintendo fanboys have no goddamn excuses. I'm sick and tired of these lies. Oh, it's because third party don't want to give us the free enhancements. It's not Nintendo. Oh, really? then how come PlayStation and Microsoft is benefiting from a feature that the Switch 2 is not getting? I'm sick and tired of this nonsense, man, but let's hear what you got to say in this video.
And lets the GPU focus on what it does best, shading and lighting. The result? A cleaner, faster, and more efficient pipeline built for the next generation of ray trace games.
Look at this. Look at this. This man getting excited, bruh. Bruh. Even the Pro is running games worse than the base PS5 model. Y'all didn't even hit 8K, no 120 frames, even in the Switch 2. And now mind, I'm not saying Xbox is not. I'm saying they all the same. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That you guys were lied to. You got games hitting 900p dynamic resolution, 30 frames per second, 60 frames per second. I thought it was 4K 60. That was the narratives that PlayStation fanboys brought up, just for games to be running at a low resolution. It ain't even native. Oh, but it got ray tracing, pixel technology, FSR4 Super Saiyan transformation. Bruh. And you guys still continue to believe these lies, huh? You a joke. Not even your own exclusive games running at native 4K. And they definitely ain't running at 120 frames, no matter how low demanding your title is. But you got Nintendo having the audacity to put a 120 FPS screen on the Switch 2, but yet you ain't got 120 FPS games on it.
There's a significant speed boost that comes from putting the traversal logic in hardware. And a further boost that comes from having that hardware operate independently from the shader cores. On top of those performance increases, there's other features in the works too, such as flexible and efficient data structures for the geometry being ray traced. Overall, I'm really looking forward.
Look at this man smiling. But if this was Xbox, you'd be out here bashing it, man. We all starting to see the true colors, man. This is why your views have dropped off. Because you know why? People don't trust you as a refutable source for gaming news. Okay? We all see this, man. You ain't dropped the video on the Switch 2, game key calls, paying for voice chat, Virtual Boy accessories, Nintendo out here reselling cardboard, and this man ain't said nothing about it, bro. Y'all know what I'm saying is true, man.
The time when we can get Radiance cores into the hands of game creators.
And we're excited to see how developers push ray tracing and path tracing even further with these tools. And here's the thing. Whether it's ML or ray tracing, they both hit the same bottleneck.
I mean, you got PlayStation literally telling you that their system is bottlenecked, and you out here feeling like, oh, this is a culprit. Did you hear what he just said? He just said your hardware was bottlenecked. Let's hear it again.
Path tracing.
This is how you know ponies are stupid. You got the people at PlayStation, AMD, telling you that their system is bottlenecked and how they're going to fix it, and you guys are giving them credit for it. Listen again.
Then further with these tools. And here's the thing. Whether it's ML or ray tracing, they both hit the same bottleneck.
You got PlayStation. You got PS5 people telling you that your system is bottlenecked, and you out there giving these people a round of applause? Oh man, this is corporate shilling if I ever saw one.
Current GPU memory bandwidth limitations hinder the seamless adoption of next-gen rendering techniques, requiring significantly more bandwidth to handle 4K plus textures and ray tracing denoising masks for smooth asset streaming. Nice. And that's where a final piece of news comes in.
And that would mean that Sony lied to you. Why are you giving credit for something that should have already been there as advertised on the box? 8K 120 frames. On current gen games, not last generation titles that they keep pushing to you people's faces. I mean, Pac-Man World is running at 30 FPS on the Switch 1, and you got Nintendo fanboys defending that crap. Bro, come on, bro. You got games like Odyssey running at 60. There's no excuse for this, bro. Pac-Man World came out 20 years ago on the GameCube, and you guys are saying that the Switch 1 couldn't handle it. You gotta buy the GameCube version because Nintendo, for some reason, couldn't give you a free update, but yet the dying platform gives you one. I'm tired of this, man. Like I said, man, all I'm expecting for these content creators is to be upfront and honest with their community. But y'all don't do that, man. I'm sorry, man. And there was at a time I used to watch a lot of his content, but I don't even I don't even watch it no more, man. Because it's this type of behavior of what you're doing. You got Nintendo doing so many wrongs in this community, and you have not once even brought it up to people's attention. Sonic Crossworlds don't even have a Switch 2 version as of right now, as I'm speaking. If the Switch 2 was such the market leader, you would be getting games day and date like everybody else. Why are you Nintendo fanboys waiting? Why is the Switch 1 being prioritized over the Switch 2, even though you guys say that the Switch 2 is selling like hotcakes? Makes you wonder what's really going on here, don't it, AGN?
And yeah, it's a big one.
With current GPUs, including the ones in PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 5 Pro, we have something called DCC, or Delta Color Compression. It's a strategy that reduces the memory bandwidth consumption.
With more detail, higher frame rates, and greater efficiency.
You sure? Because you said that about the PS5, and all we got was 60 FPS with God of War Ragnarok and Forbidden West at a dynamic resolution, not even at a 4K native resolution that you advertised on the box, or should I say 8K? But y'all didn't even do 4K.
So this is what I'm talking about, because the video was doing stuff like that with VRAM and all these other things. Now we see AMD being innovative in their own way doing that. They're reducing the memory usage needed. It's kind of like, reducing that down and making it way more efficient, because you don't really need to do that, and you're not going to notice that much of a difference. It is nice.
Here, too, I'm really looking forward to what improvements universal compression will bring, and to what degree the effective bandwidth of the GPU will exceed its paper spec. There's a multitude of benefits from this, including lower power consumption, higher fidelity assets, and perhaps most importantly, the synergies that universal compression has with neural arrays and radiance cores as we work to deliver the best possible experiences to gamers. Overall, it's of course still very early days for these technologies. They only exist in simulation right now, but the results are quite promising, and I'm really excited about bringing them to a future console in a few years' time.
Few years. That could be 2 to 3 years. Oh, well, there you go. I don't know how PlayStation gonna make it, man. Few years? I hope you got some games coming with this, Mark Cerny, Mark Cerno. I hope you do, because y'all, at this point, y'all need to start the next generation by 2027. I hope that's what you meant by few years. Because if you're talking about 3, I don't think PlayStation ponies is going to make it, man. Maybe y'all really depended on GTA 6 to carry y'all, and that probably more likely will happen. But damn, what about y'all games?
We feel the same way, Mark, and we're so excited to bring these innovations to developers across every gaming platform.
Every gaming platform. That includes Xbox. Look at that. I love how he just looked at him. You got PlayStation putting all these marketing, because that's all it is. Sega used to do this all the time. All these you guys also forget, Mark Cerny used to work for Sega, so this is not too hard to understand. These are marketing terms. Look at that. It's coming across every gaming platform, and I'm assuming Microsoft. It's all the same, bro. It's all the same. Let's hear it again.
Console in a few years' time.
We feel the same way, Mark, and we're so excited.
We feel the same way, Mark.
To bring these
Look at that. You got Mark Cerny looking at him like, don't say it.
Innovations to developers across every gaming platform.
That means every gaming platform that they're partnered with, which also includes Microsoft. You people are dumb. And what's even more laughable, they got a PS5 with Final Fantasy VII figures. I guess they don't care about their exclusives, huh?
Because this isn't just about silicon. It's about empowering the creators and communities that make gaming what it is. And we're just getting started. As we continue building with close partners like Sony.
Keyword, close partners like Sony, which also means they also close partners with Microsoft. This is all the same, bruh. What are y'all getting hyped about?
Everything we're doing is focused on one thing, pushing games forward for all of you. Gaming has always been at the heart of what we do, and it's never meant more than it does right now. We're here for the players, the creators, and the communities that make this industry matter. And everything we're building.
But they say that Xbox ain't making their piece of hardware. Let's get on to the next one. Hold on.
In its entirety, and Xbox really offers in its entirety as consoles, not being able to still play Game Pass on PC because I can't get PlayStation Plus on PC. And I can't get their games like that. Only a certain amount of games, but not everything. You don't have Gran Turismo, you don't have Demon Souls. I can keep going on. You know what I mean? But the thing is, though, is when we look at it that way, and we look at just all the first-party games and everything that's going on, PlayStation 5 is clearly the better console to invest into because you won't.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you absolutely kidding me? Now, mind you, I'm just gonna sit there and say it's subjective, right? Hey, AGN, can I play Gears 4 and 5 on PlayStation? I played this 10 years ago on PS5. I mean, it's nice that it's on here, but what about the other Gears games? Oh, that's right. They're only on Xbox right now, currently. Yeah, I kind of wanted to play. I liked it on my PS5. I kind of want to play it on my Xbox. I mean, on my PS5, but they don't have it. So I got to go on Xbox and PC. What are you talking about? And then you went as far to say, oh, because PlayStation Plus is not interconnected with PC, therefore, that would only make PlayStation worse. What are you talking about? Yo, listen, man, this is why people call you a fanboy, bro.
Lose yourself or be forced to go somewhere. There's just so many things where it's like, I feel like I can invest into this ecosystem. I can trust it, even though someone pisses me off.
There we go. See, that's your problem right there. You trust them. I don't trust nobody. I don't even trust Microsoft. You're never going to hear me say that. I don't trust none of these companies. Let me say it again. None of them. You're going as far to say that you trust PlayStation and Nintendo. That's crazy, bro.
I've been playing PlayStation since PlayStation 1. Right?
And how much is that catalog being carried over to the PS5? Because the last time I checked, AGN, you're saying PS5 is better than Xbox, but I can play PS1 and 2 games on my Series X. Super Nintendo, NES, Sega Genesis. If I was dead broke, I could picture this. Okay.
I mean, tell me, are you going to PlayStation? No, dude, I've been gaming on PlayStation before Xbox even existed. There was no Xbox in the 90s. You think Microsoft maybe just...
What are you talking about? They had the MSX. What you talking about?
Just leave PlayStation? Never happened. I just joined Xbox because it was another part of gaming. Just like I have my Sega and I have my Nintendo. I game on all, right? I'm not a hypocrite, and I speak from experience on all spectrums. And I have to tell you that...
Did you have the Sega CD? Did you have the 30... I have all these. Jaguar? Did you have the TurboGrafx? Did you have the SG-1000? Did you have the Sega Master System? I mean, when you say all, you mean all. The Neo Geo, I was exposed to all this. My dad made sure he exposed me to all these things growing up. And it's very unlikely that you had the Neo Geo. I'm going to just be honest. Because even my dad only had 3 games on it. He sold it for some PlayStation 1 stuff. He seen that some of the games was coming to the Saturn. He imported those games to for his Saturn, like the Samurai Showdown. And the Sega Saturn was a very good alternative arcade console for him. That's how I was able to experience a lot of these things. Y'all like, damn, Gamester, you was lucky. Yeah, I guess I was. I guess I was well taken care of, by my father. But, I mean, we already know y'all didn't have these things.
I'm agreeing with Porter. Right? At this moment, because you're asking
you agreeing with a fanboy? Bro, come on, man. You out here agreeing with a fanboy.
I feel it is a clear winner. You stepped out the industry. You backed out your consoles.
What? Bruh, I'm sick and tired of these narratives, bro. I'm sick and tired of it, bro. What do you mean they backed up their console? They got new hardware, bro. Microsoft just came out and confirmed it. What are you talking about? And then you get mad or upset at people for calling you out for this crap. Come on, man. Come on, agent. You're better than this, man. And honestly, it's very disappointing, man, because I used to be a really big fan of his channel. I really thought he had some great points. I really thought he had a lot of... I mean, he still does time to time. But, man, you be on that Nintendo dust. You act like Nintendo don't do nothing wrong. I mean, you got game key cards. You keep replays running at 30 FPS, even on the Switch 2. You talk about, oh, Nintendo can't get free upgrades to games, but yet we're getting them on PlayStation and Xbox. I thought Xbox didn't do physical copies. At least that's what's according to you. And that's funny how I got 2 versions of the game on Xbox. But yet y'all can't get an update to a version on your Nintendo Switch 2.
You jacked up the prices of everything. You lost so bad it ain't even funny. So it's hard for me to say that the PlayStation 5 would be a lesser choice to Xbox when this generation that's about to finish, Sony's about to be coming with more games, more money hats, GTA 6, FSR 4, you know what I mean? And
GTA 6, which is also available on, you know what? Bro, why are we using GTA 6 as a got you, though? That's what I don't understand, man. That's not what Call to War was about, at least from what I remember. Like, what? Oh, but we got GTA... Xbox got GTA 6, too. What are you bragging about? Oh, man.
Looking at what they're doing with these handhelds, I don't trust the future. What am I investing into? I can trust PlayStation because then I can go to PS6 and know that it is going to stay there. That's what makes PlayStation 5 objectively better to me, and their first-party games are objectively better, and they don't have to...
I mean, how they first-party, though? I thought they were third-party. I thought they were going to PC. Didn't Sony just tell you that their whole purpose of gaming is to expand on their gaming division? How did that help secure your purchase as a PlayStation gamer? Xbox said you can access your Xbox games on PC, which we already know PC is essentially infinite, right? PCs most definitely ain't going nowhere. So, okay. You rather have all your games locked to a console while Microsoft saying, hey, we'll give you access on here, here, and here, which means that you will have access to your games no matter where you go. Explain to me how PlayStation structure is better when your structure is restricted to a console. No different than the Switch 1 with the Wii U. You lost all those games. You had to rebuy them. Just like the Virtual Console. You had to do the online membership. Explain to me where you not taking your games to the next platform is securing your security. Like, what?
Their games on a service, they won't kill their market, and PlayStation Plus does not have to bootleg or bomb off of PC or make up fake.
But Microsoft is PC, though. What do you mean bum off PC? Microsoft is PC. The vast majority of games use Windows. This is all things that Microsoft is involved in. What do you mean bum off PC? If anybody's bumming off PC, it's PlayStation, because they got no involvement with PC in the first place. Come on, AG. This is crazy, bro. This man's getting flamed like no other, bro.
Sales from mobile and add all this stuff and say you have more monthly active users. That stuff is fake. This is not real. So, like, if we're looking at things in that way, then I clearly will choose PlayStation because I can get Game Pass on PC, but now Game Pass is kind of like whatever, you know what I mean? On PC, you're still fine. I still got 6-7 codes, but yeah, I'm going to go with that because that makes the most sense to me.
Yeah, and you got one Game Pass code that you failed to play me gear. You know, it's funny. I'm like literally over it. It doesn't even bother me. Like I said, I don't even care because we already know what's going to happen. But my point is this, though. Like, you was a Nintendo fanboy, bro. You was a Nintendo fanboy, bro, and I think we all know it, bro. We all can see it, man. You know, say what you, you an Xbox fanboy. Well, look, I'm buying Xbox games on PS5, though. So, I mean, clearly, you know, that's all PS5 is. I could have played this for free on Xbox. Why'd I have to buy it on PlayStation? Oh, that's right. I wanted to destroy these ponies, but even then, I got tired of it. I think I destroyed the whole community. I don't even know why I bought this game. I'm sorry, PlayStation community. I didn't mean to do that. Go back to everybody.
I trust, like I said, Sony's future. I don't trust Microsoft's future. They'll turn around and dump Game Pass off and exit out. Your whole library gone.
See, now the whole thing, what do you mean the whole, hold on. What do you mean the whole library gone? What are you talking? That could apply to Steam as well. If Steam goes under, there goes all your Steam library. If PlayStation goes under, there goes all your PlayStation games. I mean, how many eShops that Nintendo closed on y'all that you can't even play those games? What are you talking about, bro? Y'all like, damn, games still. That's facts. How many Wii eShop canceled? DS, 3DS, all those 3DS exclusive games that were there, gone. Poof. Can't play them on a Nintendo platform, but you know where you can play them on? PC, though. So, okay. You know what, bro? I'm tired of this.
But if that's the case, you have to make concessions throughout year over year of this generation. When you objectively look at what was...
And then you go as far to be very disingenuous with the Helldivers too, man. You was very disingenuous with this, man. You know, it's funny how PlayStation get a whole year before we start pulling out sales and metrics, but with Xbox, we barely even let the month finish, and we already pulling up sales metrics before they even got all the proper data. And like I said, one guy also told you, right now it's number 6 on Xbox charts according to the marketplace rankings displayed on my console. Then we got Hebot. The chart only shows the games that are in the top 10. It doesn't tell how many copies it sold. I buy every game on Xbox. This is a real bad look for you. This guy said if you Google Helldivers to Xbox, it will say that it sold more on Xbox than PlayStation in the first 6 days, which I did hear. They wasn't capping about that. Okay, that the chart is from August 3rd to August 30th. Helldivers 2 released on Xbox in August 26th. Use your brain. No wonder it didn't sell out, bruh. AGN, come on, AG, bro. I'm trying to give you some credit here, but they making it hard for me to argue with them. You is out here. It says right here, this chart is from August 3rd to August 30th. Helldivers to release. How did you miss this? On Xbox on August 26th. I know that because I picked up Gears Reloaded. Use your brain. Yo, listen, bro. We gonna stop it here, man, because like I said, I think AGN is a good dude, because the more and more I keep going on with it, it's just gonna get far worse for him. But yeah, you don't know what you're talking about, man. You know, you got Switch 2 game key cards, Pac-Man World, no free update, but yet we get free updates on a dead console, right? You see it, Xbox Series X and Xbox One, but yet y'all like, oh, but they can't put all the information on the cartridge. Okay. So put it on the Switch 1 like you did. Once you put the Switch 1 in, you get the free update. No different than how it is on PS4 to PS5 and Xbox One to Series X. There's no excuse, guys. You guys claim that third party ain't doing it, but third party doing it for everybody else, though? That's how I know this is a Nintendo decision. Because Nintendo wants to force you guys to pay for game key cards. This is embarrassing, man. Oh, we don't get free updates. You know, we don't get them. We don't get them. That's funny because Namco does this all the time. They do free updates all the time for a lot of their games. I'm just surprised they're not doing it for you. You don't bring that up into a video. You don't bring up the fact that games on Switch 2 is running at 30 FPS. On Switch 2, Yooka-Laylee, a PS4 game. Most powerful handheld. Bro, I'm tired of this, bro. I'm literally tired of this, bro. You know, like, you don't talk on certain subjects, man. And I'm telling you, he avoids Nintendo topics like the plague, bro. And you out here siding with a PlayStation fanboy. You siding with that? Bro. You know what, man? Like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys share the video around. Much love to AGN. Nothing personal, like I said. But, man, you got to get it together, man. Because I don't know what you're doing right now when you're saying stuff like, I trust Sony, I trust PlayStation. And I'm going to sit there and tell you, I don't trust no company. You know? So, hey, hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. Like I said, take care, man. Peace out.